you. Come here.
I did an update the other day, so.
Gonna behave. Here, say hi to Kathy.
Hi, Maya. Bye, Maya.
Over there. Look. Are we done?
Looking so cute. Okay, good morning, everyone. I'll be right there. I have to do the second part of my
We're done.
coming on. Okay.
Didn't see where it said we were live streamed yet.
Well, we should be because I'm way over here at the last part of what I'm doing. There we are. Good morning, Gayla. Welcome, welcome. How are you? So good to see you. I love when Maya looks over Gladys's shoulder while she's filming. I know. My cat does the same. I know. I love it too. It's just so cute to look at him, isn't it? I agree. Okay. Today is Wednesday and it is March 4th. Wow. 2026. And we're going to be working on the Indian puzzle. It shouldn't take too long. I always say that and then it takes long. But this one is just basically four squares and four half square triangles and a big square in the middle. It's basically all it is with your friendship star right here. So I don't think that'll be hard. So some people will be coming on as soon as Marie is done. Okay, so we need four colors. Hi Gladys, welcome.
I can put my 2 cents in.
I mean three colors. Sorry. We need three colors. Okay, you're
Gotta
gonna
make
go.
sure there's a moderator in the chat.
Yep, there you go. Light, medium, dark in your colors. All right. So my colors are really pretty. I go these
Mm.
light, medium, dark.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's get my iron warmed up over here and see what size rulers I need. Okay, the biggest one is 4.5 or 4 or 5. But this is the biggest ruler you'll need, okay? Because the biggest one you're going to cut is 4 and 7/8, but this is only a 4.5, so it's not big enough. Okay, my iron is warming up. These off to the side. So this light one is going to be fabric number 1. I bought this fabric a long time ago. It's the that quarter bundle, and I bought it a long time ago over at maybe it was at that quarter shop, or maybe it was
Cheryl's having lunch.
yummy. What's for lunch?
She says it's lunchtime here and I'm enjoying the roast potatoes I put in the oven earlier. Get out of my way, you stupid. Did it
Wrinkle.
clean it early? any of it earlier this morning after getting grandson on the bus.
Ah,
I
and
got a
off to school.
notification that popped up. That's what I was saying. Get out. It just popped up when I was reading the chat. It
Hmm.
was on my computer. Not on.
I see. So Cheryl, when your grandson comes over after he gets out of school, do you guys do his homework or does he do that at home when he goes home? Okay, so this is well, I'll redo it again, but this is for the first one. I need 8. Oh wait, 2 at 4 7/8. Okay. 2 at 4 7/8. I'll do that first. And that's why I have the 5" out here.
Cheryl says he does his homework at home. That's his mom's job.
Ah, I was just curious. I homeschooled my daughter from the 6th grade on, so mm, well, got this little piece on here. Make it straight. Whoa. Okay, now I can go. Okay, so this is a block from patchworksquare.com. So it's a free block. So that's why I can tell you guys what I'm doing. I think I need a new blade. Yep, that button was. But I'll have to wait till Dave gets up because I don't do that ever since I cut my finger. I don't do that anymore. Okay, this is part 1. Okay, and now I need to cut each 2.5" squares. Okay, so 8. I could probably get a smaller. Hi, Heidi. Welcome. I homeschool my kids too. It's his mom's turn to help with his homework. Ah, how are you doing today, Heidi? Okay, I need 8 of these, so 2. Just gonna cut right here, will be fine. Four. Okay. Heidi says just past dinner time in Belgium. Oh, you're from Belgium? Oh, awesome. I love hearing people that are from other countries. 6. And it's like right down the perfect. Quite big enough.
Heidi wants to know what pattern you're cutting.
I'll show you in just 1 second, okay?
Sandra's here.
Hi, Sandra. Welcome,
She said,
welcome.
she said they started out okay. Now she's got a headache.
Oh, no.
And Charlotte's here.
Hi, Charlotte. Welcome. Okay, so this is my pattern. For those of you that didn't see it, it's called Indiana Puzzle. Okay, the friendship star, 4 blocks, 4 half square triangles. So that's it. After last week's block, I wanted to do something a little bit easier this week. So I'm going to do these separate. Gentle head massage to Sandra. Yeah, poor Sandra. I had a headache last night. It just wouldn't go away, so I ended up having it. Uh, most of the day. It was just one of those. And it's been a while since I've had a headache like that, but
Oh,
it
those
does
guinea
happen.
pigs. Yeah.
Yeah, and then during the night, the guinea pigs they wouldn't shut up. I ended up throwing some paper towel balls at them that I made. I couldn't throw anything loud because I didn't want to wake up Dave, so I threw the paper towel balls at them. Then they shut up.
Heidi said she's a beginner
At
quilting.
quilting,
Yeah.
this
Put
is
the
a
link in.
beginner block.
I put the link in.
Okay, thank you. Gladys put the link in for this. My channel is a beginner channel, so you've come to the right place.
And Heidi says I suffer from migraines. Those are so draining.
Oh, they are. Have you ever had one where in where I worked, any place I ever worked, I put in there prone to migraines, so they had to let me go home if I got it, and I did a couple of times. And one time I was going home, and the road was like weaving, going like that. And I was like, God, just get me home in one piece, right? That was I think, the worst one I ever had. It was awful. I had hit my head in a car accident on the windshield with my brother. And then years later. That was in 75, I think. And then years later in '05, I hit my head again on a pool fence. And I haven't gotten one since. I get headaches, but I don't get migraines. Knock on wood. You totally new. Okay. Um, yes, totally new. Okay, just watch me, Heidi, and you'll learn. Okay. What I need to do is 2.5 inch blocks. Okay. So, first of all,
Squares. You're talking about
yeah,
squares, not blocks.
squares. Yeah, squares. Sorry. Thank you, Gladys. First of all, where's 2.5? Okay. You look on a ruler. This one happens to be 3.5, but where's 2.5? Okay, you got your two right here, and then this white line, first white line right here is a quarter, and then the next one is a half, and then 3/4. So your 2.5 would be right here in the middle. So then we go over here, we line it up on the fabric, okay, like that, because it calls for 8 2.5 inch blocks.
Square. You keep calling it a block.
I mean squares. Why am I calling it a block?
You're not a
Gee,
block. You're making a block, but you're not.
block on the brain. 8 2.5 inch squares. Okay, that's 4 because I cut double.
Sandra says, yes, Heidi, this is a migraine. And she says, Heidi says, ever had a cluster migraine? Can't stand light nor sound then.
Yes, and you have to be in a dark room. Yes,
Sandra says, Heidi, that is what they call them.
I've had those too. Awful, awful. Okay, 2.5 inches
Heidi
on my
says, it's a bit harder
square.
for me because we measure in centimeters and not inches.
Oh, Heidi, I don't know centimeters. I'm sorry. I have no idea what centimeters. They didn't start teaching that in school till after I graduated. So whatever 2.5 inches is in centimeters is what you cut.
Sandra says, I just close eyes and turn down the sound.
Yeah, Sandra
Heidi says,
doesn't take anything for her headache. She uses a
ice
cold
pack usually.
ice pack, yeah, on her
Heidi,
neck.
Heidi, yes, those are awful. I had a very nasty fall and had problems ever since.
Has anybody ever used those endurance blades for your rotary cutter? We got one in the Soul Sampler box.
Sandra says, I take meds, I throw up. If I take meds, I throw up.
Wouldn't do you any good, huh? Okay, let's wear these.
Heidi says, I can relate to that, Sandra.
I got all the wrinkles.
Heidi says, why I sent you a gentle massage.
Okay, here's my 8. So I'm gonna get my um
Sandra said, correct, Kathy.
okay, this would be fabric number 1, number 2, and number 3. Fabric number 1. Oh, this 2. They all go together.
Hi, Patty. She
Hi,
says, can't
Patty.
stay. Can't stay because of a doctor's appointment.
Oh, okay. Hope all goes well for you.
Just stopped in to give a thumbs up, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Sandra says ice helps the neck to relax. And Heidi says I even have several kinds of earplugs. Feel better soon, Sandra. Yeah. Sandra's saying hi to Patty.
Ooh, I just got a chill up my back. Okay, this fabric is from the Americana line, and I'm going to cut 2 squares at 4 7/8. Okay, fold it in half again.
Sandra says, oh, Kathy, I made it to a million thimbles last night.
Oh no. All
She's
right.
been over at Danny's channel.
Yep, congratulations. I'm all waiting and waiting and waiting. Congratulations, Sandra.
I didn't even go there last night.
I didn't either. I
I
don't
didn't go
generally
on
go.
Sunday either.
I don't generally go at night. I think I did once, maybe twice. Okay. They only want 2 squares, so makes it easier for me. Okay, so I'm gonna fold this one, put it under here. Okay.
Patty said, just gave my thumbs up.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you, thank you.
Cheryl says, yay, Sandra. And Heidi loves this fabric.
Yeah, this Americana is really nice. I love it too. I got the big old fat quarter bundle of it long time ago. Oh, hey, Dave, I thought you were sleeping. Can I get a new blade? Dave,
What?
can I get a new blade? Thank you.
Cheryl says, lunch over now, back to quilting the log cabin quilt.
Log cabin. Oh, I didn't get scissors. What was I thinking? Okay, so this is going to be 2, fabric number 2. Okay. And number three is the darker one. So,
He says, can I buy a measuring tool like that on Amazon or another website?
yes, you can. That's where I got mine.
What'd you do with the old one?
It's still in there.
No, where is?
It's in there. Turn it the other way. I didn't touch it. Uh, uh, uh,
And it
uh.
says, Cheryl was on the phone after I got it. And Cheryl says, please and thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Sandra says, Heidi, you should be able to.
Yeah, they're at Amazon. It should be no problem. It's a
Heidi
Creative
says,
Grids.
maybe I should visit. I'll be fair.
They're Creative Grids, but any ruler will do. I have about four different brands of rulers here.
Sandra says, when Timu first sold rulers, they were in metric.
Oh, they were? All right. So what do we have? We need,
Patty says, last night I finally got pictures of the drone and owner. He's been flying over the apartment complex for several months. Took the photos to the manager today. Busted.
whoa, damn.
Patty says, how is that called, please? The tool and the mat.
Okay, the cutting mat is I think it's a Friskers. Yeah,
Looks like it.
Friskers. Um, it's 24 by 36. And the ruler is a Creative Grids ruler. They come in all different sizes. I have one up as high as 20. Okay. And whatever size you need, Creative Grid.
Patty says,
Right,
how do you feel
literally
about
right.
a drone
I'm
hanging
going to
out
do it
over
right
your
now.
place every night?
Okay. So what I do with the other one? Hold on. Okay, let me try it.
Fun.
They are at.
Sandra says, how do you just Google quote ruler?
Yeah, it is.
So it working okay?
No, it's loose.
Well, I don't know. I keep tightening it. I undid it, did it. I don't know what's wrong. I put the old one on and I put the new one back in.
Okay.
Exactly how it went.
It's fine. I'll work with it. Okay, how many do I need? Two. Two. Four.
He says, Sandra, and how was that mat called, please? And she says, sorry, I'm slow today. Maya, quit.
Okay, that's I need two more.
Um,
And then I need one at 4.5. So I don't want this hanging there.
Maybe says a nutty cat's here too. Spring energy.
One at
There's
four
one
and
cat.
a half.
Her name is Maya. Maya. Sandra says I use 18 by 24 self-healing cutting mat.
Oh, mine's a um 24 by 36. They do come in all different sizes.
I don't use Friskers. I use Ofla.
I had Olpa and I didn't really like it. That was my first cutting with the Olpa. So thought I'd try Friskers and hey, guess what? It's standing up to the test of time. Yada yada yada. Okay, let's hold this. In third. Okay.
There you go, Laurie. Laurie's here.
Hi Lori. Welcome,
She was
welcome. How
asking,
you doing?
she was asking what the black was.
Okay.
Posted the link.
The block is called the Indiana Star. I mean, sorry, Indiana Star. Indiana Puzzle. I'm not doing good today. But anyway, this is the block.
Oh, you were thinking of like a friendship star.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Friendship Star there. So exactly what I was thinking. So okay. So this
Sandra says she doesn't have a lot of space. That's why she's got a smaller ruler.
neither do I, Sandra. And it's getting less and less as the day goes on.
Heidi says, thank you for helping me out.
You're
And she
welcome.
says, I want to start in April or May while crocheting baby blankets.
Baby blankets. Okay, here's one.
You're welcome, Lori. Get back. I got your little girl or something.
Okay. And this is going to have to be done separately. Okay, Heidi says, still sorry. Cheryl says, I bound off the knitted Afghan last night, so I'll start crocheting and edging on it this evening. Very nice. You are quick. Very, very fast you are. Hmm. 2.5. Okay, called for 2.5. There's 2. Minute up. Heidi says, have fun, Cheryl. And then she says, I'm starting a new blanket shortly. And then she says, well, I'm struggling these days with my rheumatic hands. My hands are so cold. I have Raynaud's too. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Is it Williams and Fudge?
No, it's somebody in Kirkland.
Mm. This one went a little bit over. Let me see.
He says maybe a stupid question. Is the quilt always half white? I don't know if he answered that or not.
Uh-uh. No, not always. Not always. It does not.
Sandra says, wow, that cost of math set gone up.
Cost of everything's gone up, Sandra. Anything and everything has gone up.
He said Raynaud's white fingers and toes, freezing cold and stiff joints. I've had that.
Oh. Oh.
I used to live in South Dakota. I had that.
Is it curable?
Well, if you have right medication, you could switch over to what does it do with the blood in your fingers and toes? And he says, oh yes, here in Europe too, prices go up.
Everywhere.
Cheryl says, I really use solid white. I might use it light tone, but usually use cream or muslin.
Right.
And
I use white.
Heidi said it runs in the family.
It runs in the family.
I think I was the only one that had it in my family.
Okay. This is fabric number 3. And that's the last
He says, thank you for your
one.
feedback, Cheryl.
Okay, so what do they want you to do? Your two squares that you did here, we're gonna bisect on one diagonal. Okay, so I'm gonna take out this pin here real quick. Get my pencil. Needs to be sharper. Okay. Can't even pick it up. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line, diagonal to diagonal.
Sanders says off white, gray, light gray, small prints can be used as background colors. He says, thank you, Sandra. And Cheryl says it's all up to each person's preference, Heidi. Once you start quilting, you'll figure out what you like to use.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we do. We do that. And we
And
cut it.
Heidi says another question, always cotton fabrics.
Well, that's what I like to use. Um, but
Sanders says, Heidi, when you start try thrift stores for men shirts, etc.
reiron.
Fine cotton fabrics can be expensive. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you like it before you invest in all that.
Heidi says that's a great tip, Sandra. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these back together so I know what's what.
Roy says Heidi, not always. Heidi says I received all top offcuts from seamstress in our street.
Hmm. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it again because fabric 2 calls for both of them to be done on the diagonal. And since there's only 2 in fabric 2, 1,
Roy says crazy quilting uses everything.
2. So again, that means I'm going to cut on the diagonal. Get it over here so I can iron it.
Sandra says back in the olden days they used to mix fabrics.
Define olden days. Get hot. Okay, this is all there was for group 2.
Heidi's asking who does machine sewing and who prefers hand sew.
I want to learn how to hand sew. The machine right now. All right, let me see my design. I'm going to put it together. Okay. Move some of this stuff out of the way, just in
And
case.
this is at Crazy Quilts. I love the hand stitching to top stitching. And she said 70 years ago when my great sewed.
Okay, with the squares, which are these squares right here, we're going to.
Oh, is it time to lay it out already?
Yeah,
Kind
getting
of
faster.
put up.
I was getting faster at that cutting. Okay. So we're going to lay it out light, dark, light. I don't know how far to go in. Dark, dark, light. Okay, over here we're going to do dark, light.
Heidi says, I seen my grandmother and mother sew, but never quilts.
Stuck. Okay. Dark, light, light, dark. Okay. And then next door here, we're going to go dark, light, light. We're alternating each of the squares in case you didn't notice that. And then over here, we're going to go light, dark, dark, light. Okay. So they look like that. Okay, then we're going to take group 2. Oh, this is for the center. Group 2. And we're going to have it going this way. And, oops.
Heidi says mirroring the pattern, I guess. And she's
And
got to
group
lay it
1.
out, otherwise she will mess it up.
Yep, that's facts. I discovered if I lay it out, I'd do a way better job than if I didn't. And there it is.
I gotta sew it.
Huh?
Now you gotta sew it.
I know. The fun part.
Debbie
Okay, they
says,
want
well,
to.
I have to get out my great great grandmother made 70 plus years ago. All hand sewn and use of wool jackets. Well, that must be heavy.
You would think, huh? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, while I'm thinking about it, Gladys will not be going on today, okay? All right, so I'll just start. I got to get my sewing machine set up.
Heidi
Unlike
says, oh,
me,
wow,
you can get sleep all the time.
must be amazing, Sandra.
You know, I'm going to bring this over here. And knock everything over along the way.
Let's not. knock everything over.
Okay, I'm gonna be out of view for a few, but I'm right over here at my machine, okay?
Yeah, you're supposed to sew your 4 patches first.
Yeah. That's what I go and do.
Sandra says back then they used blanket drapes, old tablecloths as batting.
Mm. You like dark, all that, dark light. I'm gonna sew them first, and then I'm gonna bring them over and iron them. Okay, now the ones on the bottom. Okay, wait. This is not 2.5. Somewhere along the line I goofed. Okay, 2.5.
Hey, Carrie.
Hello, Carrie. Welcome. How are you?
Sandra says I nicknamed it Two-Tone Tony. I might do that too. I have simple green one here. It might be used as batting. Sandra said I wish Amazon didn't have huge links.
Yeah.
And
Put
he
the
says, do you
one
work
there.
block by block or do you cut everything first?
Whatever your preference is. I cut everything out first and then I go. But whatever you as you go along, whatever you prefer to do. That's why I didn't put all the rules away here. Okay, now back over here. Try that again, huh?
Sandra says block by block for me. And Heidi says, sorry for all the questions.
No, don't be sorry. That's how you learn.
The more questions, the more you can learn.
Right.
Sandra says you might not like it, so don't waste fabric.
I've known people that thought that they were going to love it, so they went out and they spent all this money on everything, and then came and they don't like it. So make sure you like it. Too hard, or this or that. Okay, yes.
Cheryl says that's another preference question, Heidi. Don't cut the whole quilt out at one time. I cut block by block.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and
Heidi says going to start with a cat, little cat blanket.
cut off these threads. Because this will be a 4-hatch block when I'm done with it here, sewing it together. These threads. I love the Americana fabric, but I don't love all the threads that come off of it.
Heidi says that's what I did in class. And Cheryl says even on this luck cabin coat, I cut my strips, but left them long and cut length after I sewed it. It's an individual thing. Do what you want.
Right.
And Heidi says, I'm loving these greens, Kathy.
Yeah, I'm liking all the fabric that's in that Americana, but I'm looking at other back quarters now and see if there's anything worth getting. Like I like Lori Holt. I'm a Lori Holt fan. Um, Especially her farm things that she does and stuff like that. I like all that. Her vintage Christmas, her prom girl vintage 1 and 2, things like that.
Cheryl says I'm a scrappy quilter. I have stash and I just pull fabrics that go together for the pattern I'm doing.
There you go.
I was asking someone ever tried fleece as batting.
No, I never have.
You know, she said Manning, but I don't know if it's she meant backing or batting.
Yeah, could be either or, huh? Okay, I'm not putting starch on this. I'm just ironing open the seams so that it lays flat. But no starch.
He says, Cheryl, how would be scrappy too. Cheryl says this is going on year number 4. I haven't bought fabric. My daughter finds good deals at the thrift store, plus people donate to me because they know I make a lot of clothes.
Wow, aren't you the lucky one?
And he says, or a shirt to store here. Oh well.
Okay, this is my last for um well, 2 square. There's gonna be a 4 square in a second.
Cheryl says, good one, Heidi. And then she says, I'm very blessed for sure, Kathy.
Yes. All right. I'm doing these and I'm lining up my seams here, front and back. And I'm gonna put a pin in it. Okay. One. So you should have four pins all the way across when you get done. 2. And make sure that you're doing it correctly, okay? That you're lining it up the opposite color to the opposite color. Easy to mess it up at this part of the game. And on this one. Okay.
He says people give me fabrics to last the rolls or cut off some projects, but mostly drape and tablecloth fabrics.
I've had people give me fabric before. Um, Lots of
And
fabric.
Cheryl says, in fact, my daughter's friend's mom passed away and is giving me all her fabric, all my lots, charm, tags, jelly rolls, fat quarters, yardage, etc. I'm overflowing.
Wow.
Cheryl says I need to sew 24 hours and no sleep. And you don't want to wear yourself out, Cheryl.
Sure.
And she says, but I can only sew one quilt at a time. Heidi says, Cheryl, I always have several projects running, so I can relate to that. Hi, Nina.
Hi, Nina, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so got the threads on here and iron them. I think there's more cutting to this than there was cutting. More sewing than there was cutting. But I could be wrong. Get started. Cut all these threads off of here. There we go. Opening up my seam. Now I do have those seam, you lay it on it and helps you to open it up. I have a 18-inch and a 22-inch. I'm looking for the 9-inch.
Heidi says, I want to create a big hand puppet too this year, animal from the Muppet Show. I'm planning writing 7 children books too. I need a few hundred year extra.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Cheryl says, oh my goodness, Heidi, you're amazing.
Oh. Okay. Laying down flats.
Harry's going to the store.
Can you get me some root beer at the store, Carrie? Please.
And leave the computer running, she said.
Okay, my 4 patches are all done. So now what they want me to do is
He
take these
says,
over.
make sure a new play and act when I'm better. I was laughing at the idea of too much fabric. My son worked for Robert Hoffman for 20 years and would bring me boxes of fabric weekly and never ran out.
Wow. Just pin it as you pick it up. What I did was I pinned it Sorry.
Heidi says, bring me a cherry cola, please.
There you go.
Cheryl says, awesome, Nina.
Okay, so now. Well, they sure do shrink when you sew them. The last one. Okay, now to iron these. Cut off the. Oops. There's one. All this thread. Ugh. Two. That's what takes so long, cutting the threads. If I didn't have to cut the thread, it'd be done quick. Three. Okay, last one. Okay. Yep. Heidi says, sorry, sweeties, I have to go. My cat Maxima is demanding pushy want attention. Okay. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by and giving your thumbs up. Okay. Sandra says, I make quilts for me. Never give them to anyone. And then Heidi, kids are coming to bed too. Chat with y'all later. Thank you for all the info and help. Hugs to all. You're welcome. Have a great, great time evening, okay? And Nina, I only like piecing the tops. I am too much of a perfectionist to quilt them. I can relate, Nina. I'm with you. Fix that in a minute. Make sure that it's going the right way. And this is a little bit off right here. One more cut, and then I fix the here. Okay. Okay, throw that away and fix how they go. Let's see here. Borrow one of these. Okay, this one's going correctly. This one's going correctly. And that one is now going correctly. And that one, like that. So when we put it all together, we should have close proximity of the friendship star. And we do. Okay. That's the ball. I'll be right back. I'm going to sew these together and I'll be right with you. Please. Start off with white. I was thinking that it was dark, but it's correct. Can be easy to mess them up if you're not paying attention. Okay. There are no seams to follow this time, just sew it. Yeah, let's see. I don't think that's right. Right, dark. I guess so, okay. One. The middle ones are easy.
Recently posted by Block along with last week's Future Raid quote, Sanders Falls.
Okay, so, yep. Goodbye.
Sanders said, okay, Lori, glad that helped you out.
Okay. Here. Right. This one goes. I'm going the wrong way. Okay. So I'm going to cut these threads and iron open the seams. Yep. So far, so good. Has anybody ever owned a Brother sewing machine? I'm thinking that that's going to be what I'm going to get instead of Bernina. I'm going to get a brother if the brother is a good sewing machine. I just need a backup in case something happens to my Juki. Or maybe you get another Juki. But I was wondering if anybody's owned a brother and if it's a good machine or not.
Sandra says that's what she uses.
Brother, do you like it, Sandra? I mean, is it a good machine? Make sure I'm doing this the right way.
And she says she's made over 80 quilts using her brother.
I guess she likes it, huh? All right, thank you, Sandra. Thank you, thank you.
And then Cheryl says I never had a brother machine. Do they make one with a 12-inch throat space? That's what I need for my quilting.
I know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. And like this. Okay. Now, when you get it to this point, what you want to do is you do want to do your seams correctly, okay? So I'm gonna fold it over and I'm gonna put a pin in my seams. It's worth it to take the extra second to take the pin out to make sure that your block looks nice. It really is worth it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do these two. And I'll be right back. These over. and something with an automatic thread cutter. That looks pretty good. Okay, so then that looks good. Now I'm going to take this piece and come over that way and do the same thing. Make sure that it's lined up even. Because if you don't have it lined up, even if it's off a fraction, it's going to be noticeable in a block like this. Okay. Just want to let y'all know. Okay. Corner. Mhm. All right. Yeah. I pulled the thread out. Okay. Fix it. Okay, speaking of threads, I have a lot to cut here, so okay. And then this one. It's easier for me just to cut it right here on the ironing board and then gather all the pieces. Not my hair, the thread. Okay. This is when one of those strip sticks would come in handy because now the block is full size and I didn't really think about it until right now, of course. Over here. Okay, now before I show y'all, Lift it up. Fix anything that needs to be fixed. Yeah. Let me see. There are little straggly that needs to be fixed. Okay. Of course, the threads, because y'all know how I am with my threads. Can say picky. You like giving suggestions or helpful tips? Yes, Sandra is an awesome at that. She really is. She knows a lot. Can't tell you guys how much she's helped me over the years. I really can't say because it's unbelievable. Okay, then I'm gonna. That one's good. Go over here and iron. Oh, wait, I see a piece that I missed. You'll see what happens when you iron. And there you go. My Indiana block. That priority. Okay, so now I'm gonna take off as much of the threads as I can.
Good job, Kathy. I'll say it. Nobody else is saying anything.
Okay, thank you, Gladys. Thank you.
Cheryl said very nice, Kathy.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. And I didn't ask for help once. Oh my gosh, this must be a first. And I didn't have to seam rip.
Sandra says nice, Kathy.
Thank you, Sandra. Am I in some kind of a time warp? All right.
Nina
Big
says
picture.
look great, Kathy.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you. Okay, the camera. Try to, there we go. Perfect. Now, if you guys could only see the big mess I made over here.
Lori says pretty, Kathy.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, that was a simple pattern. You didn't have to
It was very,
make anything.
very easy. It comes in 12-inch, 6-inch, and I believe 9. Yeah, 9-inch finished split block. Whoa. It's called the Indiana Puzzle.
Right
Okay,
to
so
see it on your
now
pattern. So you know, things did stay.
I'm gonna get it right. All right, so now I'm gonna go over here for a minute and over here.
Oh,
Um, how do you get that source? There we go. Indiana puzzle. Three, four. Okay, now photos. No, post. There we go. Okay, it's posted. Okay, this is block number 9. Wow, block number 9. Okay, again, Gladys won't be going on today. She did not sleep well last night, and neither did I. Okay, so those go there. These are all my blocks so far to date. Got them all right here. Okay. I'm trying to keep this relatively clean. What I need is one of those, I can't think of what they're called. You know, they're rollers and it just takes everything off. That's what I need. Okay, plug the iron. Put the fabric away. Oh, I have to restring the what happened here. I think I have to get close. Where did you get it? It wants to stick to my thermal. And that's not getting it done. Can't see the. Fast Dave, I can't get it. Okay, finish cleaning up. My man. Isn't too bad. Brush off the excess thread on my rotary cutter. Yeah, I can see. All right, so next week we'll be doing J. Let's see what we got. J. They have a ton of free blocks over here. Mm. All right, so we're going to go quite a ways down. Next. Next. I wish I had like on the side there, ABCD, you could just go to it. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, E, F, G, all right, let's go down here. Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder two different ways. Jayhawks. Jersey basket, jewel box. Okay, so let's see. How about um okay, I'm thinking Jacob's ladder variation. Let's see if it comes in 12 inch. It does. A 12 and an 8. So I will show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so when Dave gets up, if he gets up, just in case, I'm going to write that down. Oh, the pen fell out. Okay. Hiccups. Okay. And the ladder. Variation. Okay, that's for next week. It does not look too difficult, just some flying D's. 2, 4, 6, 8. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 flying geese. Doesn't look too bad. So what's the date next Wednesday? I don't know. What's the date next Wednesday, Gladys? Please.
11th.
Okay. 3/11/2020. Yeah, I got it. Okay, Jen. It's 10 to 12. Time to get up. I let you sleep in again.
I
I
forgot to
wasn't
remind you.
I wasn't paying attention. I was just working away. Okay. All right. Turn that off. Okay, thanks for remember tomorrow is the UFO. 11th since today is the 4th. Thank you, Cheryl. I know I should have in my brain, right, but I did not. But thank you. Um so UFO, whatever you guys want to work on. I don't know. I've got so much stuff to I got no idea what I'm gonna work on. But I'll find something. I always do. Always, always. Again, no Gladys today. So I might take a nap this afternoon. I might. I don't know. My eyeballs. I'm wondering if they got our elevator fixed yet.
Is it broken again?
Yeah. When the electricity went out for about 10 seconds on Saturday, that was just enough to set everything off. So, been a good day. Nice block, Kathy. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the company while I quilted. Bye, everyone. Goodbye, Cheryl. Bye, Sandra. I was going to write down in my planner some things to work on. I have an older planner here that I have stuff in there that I had not finished, started but didn't finish. So I need to write that down, and that's what I was going to do for March. maybe I won't get to it till April. I don't know. It's hard when you watch 3 soap operas a day. Really is. Because that's 40, 80, 120 minutes. Thank you, Lori. You too. Thank you so much for coming. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, everybody, if you have not already. Okay. And if you guys would like to share and take in a nap with Gladys and I,
I won't be taking a nap.
have you done
Be
your
resting.
mowing yet?
Now I pooped out yesterday when I got back from running around.
I'll bet you did.
I mean, I should go out and do it now, but it's not raining, so yeah, at least.
Well, you're tired. You don't want to do it when you're tired, do you?
Not really.
I wouldn't either.
Susan says I'm a bit busy, so I couldn't come on, Kathy.
It's all right, Susan. I thought you had a doctor's appointment today.
Sandra says that will never be me. 3 question mark.
Dave, can you turn on the printer, please? I want to print next week's block.
She was talking about the soap operas.
Yeah, I used to only watch General Hospital, and then my favorite actor went over to The Young and the Restless, so I followed him over there. Got all hooked on that one now. And then Jen and I, about a year ago, Beyond the Gates, brand new. Jen and I started watching it from day one. So that's our soap that we watch together every day. And
Sandra said if I hasn't right up to mow enough to mow, I was going to.
okay.
Susan said today is Wednesday. I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday.
I don't know which one. I'm trying to keep track. Not easy. Not easy. Okay, are you putting paper in there, Dave? He's got. Oh, I think I bought. How much did I buy? 1,000 pieces of paper. Dave,
Yeah.
is that what I bought?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, it goes a long ways. Because is there enough in there right now to get it going? Oh, okay. Do we need to buy more ink yet? Okay. Okay, we got the printer and print. There it goes. Can you hear it? Making noise? No? Yeah, look over here. It doesn't look too bad. Make 3 flying geese, then sew them together for a total of 12.
Lots of flying geese in that pattern.
I haven't done that in a while. I've been avoiding it because it's not one of my faves, you know. And again, it's a good stash one because it's all different colors. So it makes it stand out and look nice. What happened?
thinks it's long paper, but it's not.
No, there it goes. I never go out of here until it's completely done.
You never go out of where?
Out of the site.
Out
So
of sight? Yeah, Ruby. I can dig it. Out of
far
sight,
out, say far out.
far out.
My mom thought we were weird back in the day. So does anybody have any questions? Wow, I got a lot going on Facebook. One new notification, whole bunch of stuff, 35 friends. Clean off my pants are covered in thread. And I said this one would be a good way to get rid of your scraps too, because you know they're tiny. So if you have any tiny scraps that you don't need anymore or don't want, this is a good way to get rid of it. Okay. Is it done? No. Yes, I think it's done, Dave. I think. Wait, where's the back? Yes, you can turn it off. Okay, so again, this is next week's pattern. Block number 10, I think, because I just wrote number 9. So this will be block number 10, but I'm not going to write it until I know for sure. Okay, set that over here. Okay, there's no questions or anything? Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and go. Have a great day, everyone, and thank you so, so much for coming. Thank you for coming, Gladys. Bye,
It's block 10.
everybody.
Block number 10 next week.
You're what?
Block number 10 next week. You're
Block number 10.
asking.
I thought it was. Okay. Okay, so have a great day. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. Remember, no Gladys. Bye. And I'll write that down, okay, Gladys?